Okay, well, it's Friday the 8th of May. You know what, when you don't know what day of the week it is, it just shows you that you're incredibly busy. That's what I say. Anyway, you may be wondering why behind me on my screens I have a whole bunch of magazines, South African magazines. And the reason why is because in the last few days, it's been in the press, two of South Africa's biggest magazine publishers have closed their businesses. So Associated Media, which to me, Jane Raffaele, and just my absolute, despite the fact that I went on a few dates with Vanessa Raffaele long, long ago, but just my best publisher known to mankind. And I see they've been scaling back over the years. They had 10, 15 magazines. They stopped publishing certain titles like Oprah, etc. And they have scaled back, etc. But now finally the death knell. They're closing the business. They using COVID-19 as one of the reasons. But I think the main reason is that magazines they haven't sort of managed to get their heads around the new magazine publishing thing. So simple as that. So let's have a look. And then of course Caxton's magazine division, a massive of magazines, also closing. I've never had much respect for Caxton's magazines, I must admit. They've always been a bit of a lousy operation in my opinion. But some really nice titles, and they're all closing, and I just thought I'd let you know. So the question is, as we fade out with covers of magazine, etc., the question is this: is this an indication that magazines are dying, or is this an indication that survival of the fittest, and perhaps a new life for other publications that are still in the sphere? Interesting, isn't it? These are the magazines. These are the magazines that are closing, etc. These are just some of them. There's a hell of a lot of them, etc. But just some of them. And just a reminder, the difference, well, between digital and a magazine. A magazine is like a bicycle compared to having the most high-tech vehicle. You don't need an app for it. You don't need a device for it. You don't need to be charged. You don't need, in other words, you don't need electricity or power. You don't need an airtime contract. You don't need connectivity with Wi-Fi. You don't need anything. Magazine's stunning because you just pick up something and read it. And you know what? Our diplomats love our Diplomat SA magazine and love our Best Places to Stay in SA magazine because it's not hackable and the security is perfect. Just pick it up, page it. It's just the most spectacular product on the planet. How anybody could prefer digital, I do not know. Happy publishing.